So now you're welcome. You're welcome is one of the most common responses to thank you in English, which I think is totally fine. But I think it's better to have options. It's better to have alternative ways to replace your welcome sometimes, to kind of a little bit sound more advanced, more like a native speaker, even more confident when you speak in English. So in this video, we're going to focus on alternative ways, better replacement to replace your welcome in English and to sound even more confident, even more like a native speaker, and a little bit more of a pronunciation along the way. So if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also click the bell so you don't miss any weekly videos. So, as I mentioned earlier, in today's video is going to be all about better replacement. I mean, it's okay to have, to use your welcome in English, but it's better to have options. So, the first response to welcome is you are very welcome. You are very welcome. You are very welcome. Or you might want to say, it's my pleasure. 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 Or my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for that. My pleasure. Or it was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. Or you might want to say, I'm happy to help. If you've done something really nice to that person might say thank you to you. Or you might want to say, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help. So you have no problem at all to help. I'm happy to help. So I think here the word pleasure, the pronunciation is pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Well, these are the formal ways, formal variations to use initiate you welcome. What about the casual responses? Well, the first one is no problem, no problem, no problem, not at all, not at all, no worries, no worries, don't mention it, don't mention it, don't mention it, not a big deal, not a big deal, not a big deal, thank you for that, not a big deal, anytime, anytime, anytime as well, anytime. So I might say the pronunciation of a word problem. I think this is kind of a tricky word. I've noticed lots of people they struggle. They say problem. If you want to sound more British, you want to say problem. Problem with an O sound. Problem, not problem, because Americans say problem and British say problem. Problem with an O sound. Problem. Problem. So yeah, it was very simple and it's straightforward. So these are the alternative ways, better alternatives, better options to use to replace your welcome in English to sound more confident, more fluent, and to sound more confident as well. So if you like what you saw today, you enjoy the video, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also click the bell, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Any questions, guys, please do let me know in the comments. Any kind of ideas, opinions about the future videos, let me know in the comments.